awesome takedown.
Freeze, Decepticon.
Whoa!
I haven't seen bolt nor tread of an Autobot since I awoke, but I have seen a whole lot of cons. Okay, Slick. I gotta admit, you have some decent moves.
And you're lucky. I was just about to let loose. And my name's Sideswipe.
My name's Windblade.
Oh, we have a base nearby.
So I don't have to lug Fancy Claws all the way back home? Show me the way, Slick.
Where are the stasis cells?
Looks like this team you've put together has had a pretty high success rate. The mark of good leadership. If Slick here is any indication, I'd say that's probably true. And they didn't. Skeptibot. Sent by Primus. Yeah, that Primus. On a mission of my own more than 1,000 years ago. Primus believed a terrible evil would someday focus on Earth and threaten all life in this galaxy. He upgraded my tracking systems and put me in stasis. Ordering me to protect this world at all costs.
She's more Windblade.
When I awoke on the other side of this planet a month ago, I knew the evil Primus spoke of must be closing in. I've hunted down every con I've sensed since then. And when big bad whatever it is finally arrives, I'm gonna hunt it down too. Sounds like a team-up situation. You look like the kind of organized mini-con that would have a few maps. I sensed another Decepticon signal in this quadrant, and I have a funny feeling our mystery con will be tougher than my last playmate was. Oh, it's there. I haven't been wrong yet. It's one of my best qualities. Have you bounced your frequency arc off the troposphere? It decreases short-range interference. Shall we mobilize, Fearless Leader?
Well, we have no other plans.
All right, let's crank our pistons and cross some distance.
Now, how did you come up with that so fast? Because I have the worst time.
Nothing on my end. I'm with Windblade. Yeah, totally.
Hey, Slick, do you see that?
Little conversation.
What are you doing? Get down! Move it, Skeptibot! Go! They're breaking off. What do you want, Buzzbeak? These humans have nothing of value to...
She tripped.
What can I say? I'm a regular Klutzatron.
You said it yourself.
What is it with you, Skeptibot? I could have taken her down.
Before she hurt her hostages
Sacrificing 2 humans for an entire world
is not acceptable. I know you're almost always right, but not in this case. We work to take down cons while preserving every human life. Bumblebee's rules. We don't take unnecessary risks like you were about to in there. And my name is Strongarm.
You ever notice how bad bots aren't satisfied with just part of a world? Ugh.
Fix it?
Seriously, B, I'm not buying any of this B stuff.
Hear her out, Slick. She's onto something. What's your plan?
Windblade, can you scatter those planes without the jet's pilots seeing you?
My radar cloak's not just for show, Fearless Leader.
Windblade, wait! I have the perfect combo move for this.
Then what are you waiting for, Slick? Hop on.
I have the Decepticon in custody. Backup requested. Urgently!
Backup has arrived.
Snowflake.
Then we'll have to hit her. On my mark, you grab Slick.
Oh, yeah.
Then I guess it's time for me to say goodbye.
What? You can't go? B, tell Windblade she can't go.
My next Decepticon's a ways from here, Slick. Can't keep it waiting. You could all join me. Then until our next team up. You were right about my attacking Zizza in the hangar. There was no way to do it without risking those humans. I hope we can work together again someday. Strong arm.
I look forward to it.
Why? What's going on? Where's Strong Arm and Slick? My enhanced senses tell me this is where I'm supposed to be, but it feels different somehow. Recon. I'm over the mill now, but I don't see anything.
An excellent throw, Underbite.
Pipe down, Grim.
Hey, Windblade. What are you doing here?
Same as you, Slick. Strong Arm, you okay? Any idea what the Deceptibums are up to?
Windblade, wait!
Sorry, Slick. If Big Nasty wants that staff, keeping him away from it is job one.
Leaving so soon?
It's going to take more than a quick blast or two to stop him.
We need... Stick to the plan! We still have to bring Megatronus down!
Don't get too comfortable with your new dance partner, Windblade.
Don't worry, Slick. You can have the next 20 dances.
And roll out!
I'm so impressed you, Denny, and Fix-It took down Fracture.
You three make quite the team within the team.
It was nothing.
So... And we wish to continue our education beside you, Bumblebee.
And someone has to keep Slick in line. Okay, Slick, Cadet, cease fire before... Whoa!
Stop! You're tearing him apart!
He's about as weak as a frayed fan belt.
I'll snap you in two if you don't stop that kind of talk.
If Optimus says he can help, he can help. Now, most of the Alchemor's fugitives...
On which region do we focus?
Then I'm going with him. With me on board, we'll have any cons we find rounded up before Russell's lunchtime.
Don't put me in the middle of your little psychodrama.
I believe I would be most helpful leading your field team.
With all due respect, sir.
You're kinda gonna slow us down.
You were built for neither speed nor stealth.
And we don't want to see you get hurt.
You've had some wonky ideas, B, but putting Optimus in charge of us, that's...
How?
Suggest he hang back to coordinate communications or formulate strategy. You know, something like that.
Okay. Come on! Nah, I'm just warming up.
My friends, let us venture forth on this new mission, and let us claim victory for Cybertron and for Earth. We are at the base of an ice mountain, near some manner of research.
Is everything okay back there? We heard strange noises as we came through the port.
Did I call it? Optimus is already messing us up. It'll take us forever to drive back to the scrapyard from here.
Cut him some cable, Slick.
Ah! Hey, Optimus, if the cold is slowing you down, why don't you just go back and coordinate communications for us?
What Sideswipe means, sir, is that you're too valuable to be up here.
I agree.
Okay, how are we gonna go get him?
I can't carry Optimus in jet mode. He's too heavy for me. Have your minicons give Optimus something to stand on. I'll see if I can take the pressure off for a little while.
Thank you, friends.
Now what?
Windblade, take to the air! You did well, Windblade. Your turbines kept the avalanche from striking us with its full force.
Thank you, Windblade. Your maneuver was quite impressive. You were most heroic. Okay, don't get any ideas, shorties. I saw her first.
Optimus. We don't have much information about the fugitive.
With Polar Claw's optics, we won't be able to get within 2 clicks before he spots us.
I could scan another vehicle and adopt just one of its characteristics.
Let us return to our mission.
Does this mean you're ready to admit Optimus might have something valuable to contribute to the team?
Did you hear Optimus's voice? Just scanning that truck wiped him out.
What about you? Looks like the cold might be getting to your struts a little.
Just a pebble in my patellar stabilizer. No problem.
He's prepping a lair. Getting ready to hibernate. Pebble in the stabilizer, huh?
Do you see Polar Claw?
There.
Hey! Nope!
I think the cold is getting to me now.
How? Polar Claw will be long gone before we figure out a way to get back to the surface.
Not now. Windblade, assume your jet mode. Fly out of the water until you reach Polar Claw. Calm your position to us, then do whatever you can to force him into this ocean.
And then what? I have a cache a couple hundred clicks from here. Polar Claw can get all the sleep he wants there. Might want to give your jaw a rest, Slick. Since we scanned camo modes from that off-roading Jeep, you haven't been silent for 5 seconds. Optimus, have you tried recalibrating for... Optimus? Are you hurt?
I am fine, Windblade. Since my power was drained by my fellow primes, my stamina is not what it used to be.
Is there anything I can do to help? Optimus! Stay away from him.
Excuse us, Windblade.
We have to get in there.
No, this is an excellent test for my students.
I don't like having so little intel, Optimus. Especially when you're not feeling so...
A well-reasoned plan, Sideswipe. But I prefer to end this pursuit as swiftly as possible. With our team at full strength upon initial confrontation with our foes.
Optimus isn't up for this. He was at low ed before those mini-cons showed up.
Even if that is so, Optimus is too proud to admit to such a handicap.
And I tried to give him an out that wouldn't offend him. I can't believe I tried not to offend someone.
He's Optimus Prime. We have to protect him.
He is a Prime. He knows how to take care of himself.
The trick is protecting Optimus without letting him know we're doing so. If you want a job done right.
We should fan out and search in pairs.
I'm, simply clearing the path before a hallowed prime. It is an honor, sir.
I can scout on my...
Down!
Oh!
Stay down, sir. Thanks, Slick.
You're limping.
Nothing a little primer and paint can't fix, sir.
I appreciate your selfless action in the face of such a dire threat, Windblade.
Sorry. Reflex. Don't we have mini-cons to catch?
Now will you let OP take care of his own bumper?
If anything were to happen to him when I could have prevented it, I'd never forgive myself. Ugh. A perfect place for Decepticons to call home. Optimus, if I go inside, I won't be able to employ my turbines for flight. I'd be of much better use outside. With you. Ah! That was Sideswipe. I'd recognize his squeal anywhere.
The signal we've been following is back, stronger than ever. And it's right on top of us. Quickly, Windblade.
Why don't you let me take point, Optimus? I can... Optimus, please get away from here! Razor Paw is after the weakest among us, and right now, that's you!
You couldn't be more wrong.
Optimus. You were... pretending to be more injured than you are.
Our enemies seem preoccupied with weakness.
You never needed protection. I did. And my certainty only made me more vulnerable.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Windblade. As errors go, ones of concern for others are by no means the most egregious. I consider myself fortunate that you would go to such lengths for a teammate.
Thank you, Optimus. I truly am honored to. Sideswipe? Drift? Is that you in there?
Stand clear, Windblade.
What's that, Slick? You think you can break your record and be quiet for more than 5 seconds?
Blade, are there any new readings?
Initial reports are confirmed, Optimus. The security shield protecting one of my hidden supply caches has been engaged, but I can't tell if there's been a breach.
Stealth team.
That way.
Windblade, have many of your caches been compromised over the years?
No, none. I've stashed weapons and supplies all over. My security systems have always held.
Whatever security you put up doesn't look like it's still here when...
Look at the wall out of the corner of your eye. Light benders in there keep the force field and the controls almost completely hidden. The field should be dark blue. It's taken light damage, but it hasn't been breached.
Impressive collection.
This is one of my larger stashes. Nothing appears to be missing. Should be. But I want to repair the force field before we go. And we should see if anything in there might be of use to us when we... We have to close the freezer door and reactivate the security system before these cons get in there and load up on even more weapons.
Drift, use the control panel. Let's go. This way. Quickly.
In addition to our own firepower, we have copious amounts of
A reinforced bomb shelter, keeping our enemies out but trapping us inside.
Optimus to Drift and Sideswipe. Yes.
Sounds like the best bot to ask for advice on our situation is on the other side.
You forget, Windblade. I've been leading troops into battle for a long time myself, and I know a few things about tactics.
I think Slick has something up his arm plating. Slick wouldn't let us down.
We could not disable the door's magnetic field lock from inside. Work, Sideswipe. Now stand clear. Come. The others need us.
I will never understand them.
And let's start with you, Drift. No! Put me down. I can... How disrespectful.
Autobots, the time has come to go home.
The Lieutenant and Optimus haven't seen eye to eye since your away team returned.
They'll figure it out. In the meantime, Windblade and I have become such a phenomenal team within the team, we practically don't need anyone else.
If by team you mean you get in trouble and I save your chassis, I wouldn't mind a few more teammates personally. Strong arm. While we were away, I thought of some cool combat maneuvers you and I could work on.
Really? Me too. We didn't have much time to sharpen our own teamwork before you left.
Is my new team.
The nation of our world, and they wanted to forget he ever existed.
That's ridiculous. Optimus's team saved the galaxy.
How many Decepticons are there?
What is their objective?
Is Steeljaw involved somehow?
Those two took my questions.
And more Decepticon prisoners? Steeljaw.
I have the plan.
So we call Cybertron for backup.
Think about it, Slick. Reinforcements would take too long to assemble, brief, and coordinate for an assault on the island.
Yeah, think about it.
Maybe not, but we do have cryogas and lots of it. The canisters we brought back from my supply stash.
If there was some way to disperse the gas throughout the entire island at once, that might solve all our problems.
Exactly.
Will this serve, Windblade?
It's probably too small to handle all of the cryogas.
Well, good. We'll smuggle the bomb into the island and place it in the hub.
Oh.
We won't sneak. We'll just walk onto the island.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I think I'll like it. You sure about this, Toolbox?
The Alchemore is right out there.
Remember, we want any sentries to think we're unconscious and not a threat. So close your eyes and stay still.
We
don't have time for you to argue, so here's the new plan.
We will finish repairs on the Alchemore and pilot the prisoners to Cybertron for reincarceration. The cloak will be maintained, so no humans will detect our departure.
If you don't mind, I'd like to accompany you. It's been too long since I set foot on Cybertron.
We'll hitch a ride as well.
Windblade, I know this will be hard to hear.
Yeah, Slick?
I think I've kind of outgrown Cybertron. I'm not going back.
Oh. I guess I understand. I'll never forget you, Sideswipe.
I know.
What's up, heroes? I got the message you retrieved all my caches, and I just wanted to double check. Did you get the one on the moon? It was the first one I ever set up in your solar system.
What's in this cache? Anything we should take care of immediately?
Just a plasma thermal accelerator module.
Just? In the wrong servo, something like that could be used as a plasma cannon.
It should still be there. I never received a notification my security measures failed. Transmitting the cache's coordinates now.
Got him. Thanks, Windblade.
Happy hunting. Windblade out.
Windblade!
My two favorite track burners.
Are you finally gonna tell us why you've been doing all this sneaking around? Why you borrowed Drift?
And what? Action must be taken on Cybertron to restore the population. And to expose the Council. My team is too recognizable for the task.
You've been robots in disguise on Earth for a long time now. Most of you are only known on Cybertron through stories of your adventures here.
While we deal with the invaders, you will return to Cybertron on Prime Force 1. I would offer you the space bridge I used in my last visit to Earth, but it has since failed.
The new propulsion system we've thrown together is solid. You should get from here to Cybertron a lot faster than normal.
And the cloaking system.
Remember that building. It's an electronic parts warehouse. No human personnel.
Ratchet, has there been any change in their signals?
Negative. Holding steady, 1 mile ahead.
Yeah, looks like this steel mill has been stripped of everything. And recently, too.
Not everything.
But those maintain huge space bridge portals. Big enough for...
Now the decision to launch the invasion here makes sense. With all the space bridge activity in the region since Bumblebee and his teammates started their mission, millions of charged space bridge particles remain in the air.
A space bridge
It's a decoy. And it's attached to something. Bumblebee once told me these docks were largely automated. Could be some bot using a light bender. I'll recon from above. Oh, is that what that was? Thanks, Optimus. These bots brought some serious prime-stopping ordnance.
Still, we must get past their defenses. Everything depends on it.
The invasion force...
Gotcha, Jazz. Okay. Draw their fire. The receiver is now accepting the signal from inside the portal. Mobile feedback.
As long as the portal's destroyed...
Optimus, we'd be honored.